and off to Keppel we go. Thank you, Hummocky. So after 2 lovely days at Hummocky, it was time to head north up to Wop-pa, Great Keppel Island. So I stayed here a couple of weeks in Yeppoon before heading towards Port Clinton in the Shoalwater Bay training area. So this is quite a long section, maybe about 70 miles I think it was. Lots of fun. Wow, this really reminds me of harbour sailing. There's no chop. Oh, I hate chop. I love sailing without it. It's so great. You kind of don't appreciate how easy it is in the harbours, except they're full of wake that's more unpredictable. But wow, what a beautiful place and a beautiful day.
Come on.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's see this happy boy. Yeah. So this character is Mark. In 2019, we had the harebrained scheme to sail up to the Whitsundays. We imagined it to be something like this: surfing and encountering no problems along the way. We of course weren't aware of navigational charts, let alone navionics by this point. The pandemic ended our early plans, however we were lucky enough to acquire Farnsey, a 22-foot compass carreel for the princely sum of $100. We cruised around the harbour in this for 4 months, making all of the necessary mistakes before selling it for, you guessed it, $100 and buying our top hat 25. During the years that passed, Mark massively upgraded his sailing partner to the indispensable Rocky, and they upgraded their boat to Casper, the Phantom 32. In the voyages of 2022, they took an early lead, and I have been chasing them now for about 2.5 months. Sailing into the Keppels to meet them felt like we'd all achieved so much, having spent the last couple of years sailing, watching hundreds of hours of YouTube, a special shout out from me to Free Range Sailing, reading every book we could get a hold of, and listening to every podcast of the Ocean Sailing podcast. Now in the Keppels, it was time to spend a couple of lovely weeks eating coconuts, snorkeling, scooching around the island, seeking protection from the wind, with a very healthy number of cruises. Nature. Good times. And everybody got the memo. This is the only spot that's providing you protection on Keppel today, pretty much, so they're all here. Here they are. That's okay, it's a nice big beach. I haven't actually been here before. It's kind of a northwesterly protection beach, so I'm going to try and find Mark in the scrum over here and have a good night here, hopefully. There's Mark's boat over there, and leaving Spencer's Beach. It's just been a good time. I've been here like a week and a half. I haven't been taking many videos because I've been hanging out with Mark and having a good time. I'm going to take more videos when I got nothing to do. Now somewhat of an expert in the Wop-pa scooch, it was time to head north to even warmer waters. So I'm on the way to Port Clinton, and it's interesting. There's really not a lot of wind, but I'm a little bit off course, but I've kind of just come up as much as I can while still doing about 3.5 knots. And it's lovely though, there's no chop. And it's going to be like this, I think, really light and variable for the next week. So it'll be slow, and I'll probably be turning the motor on and off quite a lot, but it's a massive change to what I'm used to, which is just heaps of wind. So it's really nice. It's a real change. Like, I'm sure I'll be probably like looking forward to that wind again, because it is slow and I will take a long time to get places, but it's so easy and comfortable. Without much wind, I had to find some creative ways to keep myself busy. Now in the Shoalwater military training area, the Navy's also saw that I was a bit bored, so came and said hello. I looked on the AIS and I saw something. I looked back and there it is, a big old warship. It's probably hard to see, but it's as big as that island. That's nuts. I think it has a little carrier in tow behind it. So I don't know if they're just coming for exercises, coming to check me out, act like I'm an enemy or something. That's a first. My expectations of Port Clinton were really low because it was a military area and I'd heard about these horrible tides, but I was really pleasantly surprised by how beautiful it was. Hopefully you can hear that. It's the whales singing through the hull, and kind of sounds like the babies are just trying to learn to sing. They're like, wee, wee, Woo! It's pretty funny. So, Queensland boating is heaps better because you've actually got like wildish places that you can anchor at and just kind of be hanging out. Like here, Hummocky Island, all down Platypus Bay, on Great Keppel. Great Keppel is busy, but like, this is a good time. It's up New South Wales. Like you stop in ports, and all the ports were only places to stop historically, and so they're huge, and so they're all just like super built up. But up here, you can actually kind of like get to really pretty places, and it's the distances are shorter, so it's. Yeah, it is nice. There's still some hard days and stuff, but yeah, I reckon the two places I would have a boat is either in Queensland or like in a harbour like Sydney Harbour, and going out in the, like after work for a blast around with your mates and some beers is the two places that having a little boat really excels. That's my humble opinion. So